Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Before we get started, I'm staying on the next few videos for a while because I'm pretty sure people don't check on my socials and that's okay. But I'm informing you that Ichigo has passed away. So if I don't sound well, it's because I'm not. And I want to let you guys know that with full transparency. With that being said, let's jump into our video. Today we're going to talk about the G.I. Joe Classified Range Viper. Now, this is an awesome figure. Like, don't get it twisted. It's really awesome. But it's one of those things where the blue is hard for me to photograph at first. But otherwise, I don't think I have any sort of gripes with this figure other than the pre-ordering process from Walmart, which has been abysmal. But that's out of my control. But yeah, here we are with a couple of Range Vipers. I'm going to talk about them. And let's have a good time talking about the survivalist experts on the side of Cobra. Now, the reason why I do like this figure a lot is mostly because the color palette and the updated super weird brain skull thing has probably been some of my favorite things, especially considering I remember these guys from like the video games and from like half issues in comics where it was like it wasn't a crazy big deal. So to have these guys set up and look cool and nice, it's awesome. Also, it's not the only time we'll be getting these type of Range Vipers. Thankfully, we'll also be getting these guys in the 3-packs, which will be coming, I think, who knows when, because the G.I. Joe stuff drops so quickly. So, yeah, let's get to talking about these guys. Yeah, I love this face design. It's probably one of my favorites. I'm super glad we are getting more and more designs like this. Like, this color palette is amazing, and the fact that it's coming in red later on this year is even more so better. As far as our range looking up and down, it's really... Oh, I done popped out the neck being too strong. But we do get a very nice range. But there will be a scarf to put under there in case you don't like the nakedness of that. But I prefer it without scarf. I have one back there to show you otherwise, but don't worry about it. We have our vest, which is a little bit maneuverable, made of soft plastic. We have beautiful butterfly joints. None of mine came in sticky, so I'm super excited about that. Right? Let's see about him hitting a T-pose. Yep. Got the strength to do it without breaking it, which is I'm always a plus about that. Now, I always call this seamless. I know it's pinless, but the reason why I say seamless is because there's a seamless look between the sleeve and muscle. And what's really cool about these guys, they wear the skin tight black sleeve, so you see the muscle definition there. We have a beautiful double joint that folds in very, very nicely. And I do like that with all of this, we have bicep swivel, we have our up and down hinge. So we are on one horizontal hinge on the right. On the left hand, we have a vertical hinge. But when we talk about articulation in the waist area, we don't lose any articulation here as we have the inverted ball joint. Plus, we have the ab crunch. And they made it softer so that way he can still crunch forward. So it's one of those things I really enjoy because you didn't hinder any articulation, which is always a big plus for me. We still have our drop downs. As you can see here, we can lift our leg up. We have a thigh swivel. Beautiful double joints. This one's fresh out of the box. As you can see here, gave me a little bit of effort. We have our boot swivel and super generous ankle pivot as usual. Now, like I said, I love Range Vipers because these guys are complete jerks. They steal enemy weapons. They only take what they can get out in the wild. So if you're not built for this life, like as a Range Viper, I'm pretty sure you have to be like either a wilderness guy or a straight up sociopath to be like a Range Viper. I would join just for the cool outfit and probably ditch them. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. But look at this. I love these. Like, we getting our nice hunched over stands. So let's say if you had a knife, a hatchet, anything like that, stance wise, this guy's where it's at though. Like, don't get it twisted. And I keep pulling out that neck because I'm trying to extend that articulation, but pretty sure it's because this one is so fresh out the box I didn't heat it up. Most Joes will have things that hinder their articulation. This guy is so heavily geared and still able to maneuver is probably why it's one of my more favorite ones. But yeah, I'm here for it. Now, as far as accessories goes, we actually get a lot. And there's actually stuff I'm missing on this guy, but I'm going to show you as we armor up the one right in front of us. I'm actually going to remove him because he's actually messing with the focus. So yeah, let's get started, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, as we continue to talk about the Range Viper, I left them just like that, popped out the accessories. Let's get started. I know before I talked about us having our little scarf here. So here we have our little scarf. And you can either pop the neck off or vice versa, blah, blah, blah. But there's also an opening in it. I keep popping that neck off. I don't know what's up with me today. Well, I know what's up, but that's neither here nor there, right? Make sure I pop that all the way back in. So like I said, we have our scarf. Really doesn't hinder too much. We might just get a chin in the way of movement. But as you can see here, we can still rotate left and right and look pretty solid. Right? And we continue to stand up just a little bit further, right? We have our bullet bandolier. You can just put this right over. I'm not going to do that right now. And the reason why is because I have this guy for it. But the reason why I'm not pulling it over is because I want to armor this guy up differently to be different from the other one. So I can kind of show you some combinations. We do have our backpack. And I'm guessing they do like the ranges, and well, obviously because they're range viper, they do range communication as a secondary. We have some bullets here in the background. We have some scopes, and what are these called? Compass? No, not a compass, but some sort of long range communication device. We have walkies here that don't move. But what's important here about this opening, right? I thought that this was really cool. Is that for your? I believe this is an M203 grenade launcher, and no, not an M203. No, but I've heard that name before. See, I'm trying to learn stuff. But this grenade launcher is cool because you actually can press this in, right? And it hangs into the backpack when you plug it into their backs, right? So as you can see, it hangs there with little to no issue as a communication device plugs right into the back of their head. So I'm guessing it feeds info directly into their heads-up displays in their helmets. And you got to understand how cool that is. Even for an 80s thing, this is like still a very futuristic design, which is pretty cool, right? We have our side holster because you will be able to get a pistol with an extended magazine. So here we are with our pistol with extended magazine. This goes right here in our sidearm. Little to no issue. Let's get this guy back set up. And as you can see, you can still hold his weight up. You'll also get this larger machine gun, which is pretty crazy. As you can see the opening there, and that is because we have a heavy ammo magazine. The bullet's actually turning out. You're going to plug this in. And again, this is all stuff you've probably seen from all of those really cool promo photos, which I love the promo photos being done by G.I. Joe. Right, you have that. Then you have a sai. Oh, and then you have a hatchet. I didn't mean to knock him down. Sorry about that, y'all. I like the hatchet too, the short axe. I probably have these guys face barbecue. Now, for one of your weapons, you will be able to place one right here. I highly suggest you do the sai. It's a little easier to place the sai here on that slight opening. So you can now carry your sai here with you. And for your axe, now I think this is just a hack for me, but you can actually place the axe right here in between and they stay in there. Mine's actually stays for the most part. That's what I use placement for my axe. And then you'll hold obviously this in hand. So you should technically be able to store everything for your range rifle on him. At least carry wise, he should have a majority of it, right? So yeah. With that being said though, we are going to get into the size comparisons. So let's do that. I'll see you guys in a second. Now we are on to the size comparison. Riley's made an appearance right before we jump into it. So let's let him stay because that's what we do. Let's compare to some Joes. Since we have Vipers of many types, here we are with a standard Viper from our 3-pack. I don't know why, but these guys' older legs really just wibble and wobble for me. So here we are with a regular Viper. Decided to also throw in an Alley Viper, so we can have some Viper types. So as you can see here, size-wise, these guys don't really make a difference, but it's really all based off of actually the body type. This guy has a lot of armor. This guy's like right in the middle, but he's bulkier. Then we have the more slender body. So we have a bunch of these. Also, these guys use the older pinned bodies, so we have that as well. Let's take these guys away. We can compare to a bunch of other sizes. Here we are against Zorana, size-wise. And then we have a bigger Joe, which is Bazooka. So here we are with Bazooka. As you can see, different sizes, a lot more fun. Get those angles, baby. Get those angles. Here we are with a retro classified Snake Eyes, which I actually just got in today. Shout out to the person that helped me get it after Walmart canceled my order. So we have that. Oh. Sorry about that, Riley. Put him back. Next up, we have a Valaverse Desert Trooper. Right. Oh, this is actually a female trooper. I forgot to grab my male one, but here we are with a Valaverse Trooper. Yep, go ahead, sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff. Then we have up against oh. Just let him sniff around, y'all. Oh. Good. Right up on the camera. Here we are with a Mythic Legions Dimitros. As you can see here, Mythic Legions actually is not that big compared to it, but it works itself out. Oh. He's gone for now, y'all. He decided to boogie. Next up, we have an SH Figuarts Shin Kamen Rider. Right? And then we have Sakit from Foosh Toys Ninja, the articulated icons. And as you can see here, we have a bunch of different variety and sizes, but it's one of those things where, you know, you gotta figure out how you want to play it, how you want your size comparisons to roll out. I could have sworn I had a male Desert Trooper, but I may have played myself. Hopefully I can add that into the photos at the end. One last thing, because like I said, transparency, I almost thought about not adding this part. So here we are with the Marvel Legends Black Panther, right? Legends-wise. But more importantly, here we are with the main man. I miss him so much already. Here we are with Mezco Ichigo on a Gomez body. Wave hi to the people, Ichigo. I miss you, buddy. But, yeah. So, with that concluded, you know, thank you guys for watching. Putting up with me as I put through a difficult time, because talking about toys is actually really fun, and it helps me think a little less about it in bad ways. So, most of all, thank you guys for watching. So, as always, please, be good, do good, and drink your water, guys. Later.